Yeah, sure, Kennedy. Could you just tell us what was this international window like for you? How did it feel to play for the national team?
It was a really cool opportunity, and I'm super thankful for it. It was a good camp. We had a good week of training, and also were able to compete a little bit in a couple of games, which was a really good opportunity for myself. But the group as a whole, I think it's moving in a really good direction, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And what do you think are some of the main things that you can take from, playing for your country and applying that to club play?
Yeah, I think we're kind of in an interesting position here in San Diego where a lot of the principles that kind of the national team is stepping into are very familiar principles to what we're trying to achieve here in terms of uh, a soccer context and positioning and tactics and things like that. So I think being able to have that familiarity is really nice. And another thing too, I think when you get into a camp environment, you're expected to be a leader and really just put a focus on what you're good at. So I think continuing to try and execute what I'm good at and my strengths will be really important going forward.
And for this match against Seattle, the Wave have had some trouble with them in the past. How do you look towards stopping a team like them?
Yeah, I think Seattle always is a good matchup. They challenge us a lot, especially when it comes to the tactical side of the game. So it'll be really important for us to pay attention to the details, not just tactically, but also technically, and just kind of making sure we show up ready to compete because it is going to be a challenge and going to be a battle. So we just need to be super locked in and focused.
Thank you.
Karthik, do you want to go next? Or Amor, you can go. You have your hand raised. Sorry.
Hi, thank you, Virgin. Thank you, Kennedy, for your time. I want to ask you how important is for you, like, to stay in the top of the table. Um, Also, can you talk about the goals that you concede? Because there are only 12 by now in the season is a great thing, I think so.
Yeah, I think in terms of our expectations and standard as a group, we have really high expectations for ourselves. So staying at the top of the table, I think, is something that we kind of expect of ourselves and really want to hold ourselves true to that. But we want to get there by playing good soccer, by competing and doing X, Y, Z so that we can maintain, I guess, our spot up there. I think it'll be really important for us not to be complacent and kind of just settling where we're at, but we want to continue to grow in all aspects of the game. So that'll be really important. Um, and in terms of conceding, I think we just need to be a little bit more focused on some of the details. I think it's in this league, it's really fine margins when goals are scored and when goals are conceded. So just focusing a little bit more on our positioning, making sure we're super clean kind of in our defensive third will be important going forward so that we can start to keep those clean sheets.
Okay, and talking about goals and scoring goals, you have 24 now. I think you have 21 now, and you had 24 last season as a team. What can you say about the strikers, the forwards and also the defenders that are scoring a lot this season?
Yeah, I mean, we have some of the most talented players ever, and I think it's not just their talent alone, but all of the work that they put in behind the scenes that's been able to execute into games and competitions. And I think it says a lot that we've had so many contributors to goals this season. I think it's reflecting that we're playing a very attacking style, attacking minded football this year. So I think it's really fun to be a part of, and I'm excited for what's to come. But I think we're at 21 and we have so many more goals coming. So
Have you seen this picture about this fan that has like a bingo lottery ticket? What can you say about that, the situation with the fans that they are loving you this season?
yeah, it's fun. It's awesome. I mean, we have an amazing atmosphere at Snapdragon, and our fans, I think, they help us get through games and help us get results. So it's been super fun seeing them get a little bit creative with their signs and what they're focusing on and things like that. But we're just super thankful that we have that support system, and they're the ones that help us all like contribute to goals and things like that. So we're super grateful for them, and it's always fun.
Thank you so much.